Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 32 of Floss Toss. I'm Rachel, Treehouse Fiber Arts.
I'm Sue, Knit 24.
Yes, and welcome. We are thrilled to have you here. Sue, it's great to see you.
It's great to see you. We haven't really seen each other, have we, since last time?
Not much. I mean, we've texted a little bit, but
Yeah.
you've
You've been away.
Yeah, I was away. You were in the middle of
Crazy.
getting all those advents out.
Do I look better? Do I look lighter? Do I
You
look
do
like
look
I lost
lighter.
like 700 pounds?
You're like a really long, tall, thin sampler.
Sampler. My dream sampler.
I know.
Yeah.
Exactly. I had a good time with my family in Madison, Wisconsin. We went to do college tour there, and we always went to a football game. I watched Percy, had a nice time on my own too. Went to Lynn's of Madison, which is a really nice stitch and art store. And I had literally 30 minutes till they closed, kids and dog and husband in the car running outside. So I went in there and I was just looking through. I got a bunch of cool charts, and
You did get stuff.
it was fun. But I've been there twice now, and it's the same scenario with people waiting for me in the car. One of these days, I'd love to just go for like 2 or 3 hours, because it's one of those stores where it's been around for a very long time, and they have old stuff. They've got old stuff that you can find some gems in there, and they've got all the new stuff too. So it's a digger's paradise.
Yeah. Sounds exactly like my local store. It's been around forever. Mm-hmm. So they have such a huge backlog of inventory.
Exactly.
They've been there forever.
Yeah. And
I've got to go.
Boy, is that fun. That's very rare too. And we gotta support these local stores, because it's just a different feeling when you're there and you can touch and feel instead of just searching on the internet and seeing pictures on a screen. It's so nice just to be around it all.
I agree. Although, you know what? I've gotten really good at just ordering online.
Well, yeah, that's very convenient and handy for sure.
So convenient. I was out in the world yesterday, which was amazing because I don't get to do that very often. But I figure I'm going to wander for hours. I last like half hour and I'm like, nope, time to go home.
I am the same way. I can't do more than 2 stops on an errand run.
Thank you for saying
without being just exhausted.
So I can not only do that, but I can't have more than 2 intentions. Like it's when you're in the grocery store and you're shopping for either like a big dinner with guests or a holiday. Mm-hmm. Those are the only groceries I can buy.
Yes.
I cannot focus beyond just that one.
Yeah.
And I found that I got home yesterday, I was like, I totally forgot this, this, and this. And it's like, well, because that wasn't part of that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I get it.
Yeah. But we are happy to be here, and I have had a couple of weeks of a lot of stitching on my end.
Same.
Can't wait to share.
A lot.
Yes. So I've got our agenda.
Oh, thank you.
Finished objects, works in progress. Can we talk a little bit about Black Sampler November? And maybe our Christmas holiday stitching thoughts, dreams?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
Okay.
The thing that I noticed though this morning is I have been stitching a lot. I've really been obsessed with one piece.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden this morning, I thought my fingers need a break and my eyes need a break. I'm ready to knit for a while. It's so interesting how the two balance each other. It's very interesting to me, because when I'm in the throes of stitching, that's all I want to do.
Yeah.
But then after, I've probably been stitching straight for maybe 5 or 6 days, really stitching.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm like, oh, I really need the rhythm of knitting needles now.
I agree. There's something just about that. Hey, we do it all around here.
I love it.
I also have been using my serger and my sewing machine a little bit too, and that's fun, I'm itching to use my featherweight on some squares. I organized my office craft room studio as well. 2 big garbage bags out, donations. I've made space in my space and in my head.
Yes.
That
I
helps.
yesterday did the same. Yesterday was the first day off I've had in a very long time, including weekends, like very long time. And I was just going to play. And then I started looking at this desk, which if I showed you what it looked like, you'd be like, really? You think that's clean? But it is. It is. Like I got rid of all the yarn. I put it in a tub. And so today when I finish, I'm scrubbing my sink area and my dye area, which is so sticky and just from Advents. So I get it. I love the thought of cleaning.
Yes. And you know what we'll do at the end of this? We should talk shop news as well and talk a little bit more about.
We should. It's kind of going to get incorporated in what I'm working on, some really good stuff that's in your shop.
Okay.
So it will get incorporated too.
Yes. So anyway, grab your cup of whatever you like to drink. I hope you have some stitching or knitting or whatever you want to create in front of you. And let's get down to any finished objects.
No.
I do.
I have seen nothing. I've shared a few things with you because I couldn't stand not showing you, but I feel like I haven't seen much coming from you. So I'm excited.
Yes, I purposefully kept it. This is finally done completely.
Oh.
There she is, Jessie Watson. 1816, I think, is what.
Love it.
I absolutely love it. I finished the heart, and that's the Algerian islets section. Look at the bunny rabbits. Now, this is considered to be a Scottish sampler. I've decided I am drawn to Scottish samplers.
You're drawn to Scottish everything, aren't you?
Scottish, and you know what? It's only like a few hundred miles from Norway across the sea, and there are so many similarities. So I dug a little deeper into the similarities. I love doing the trees and the bunny rabbits. I love that look. Well, it occurred to me about 4 years ago.
Oh.
I made these mittens.
Did you design them?
These are from a Norwegian designer using that Scandinavian motif style that is on the Scottish sampler. I mean, look at the bunnies and the tree. I mean, like really.
It's the same designer.
Yeah. And so I dug a little deeper and I was thinking, well, let me look in this big tome, my mitten book from Norway, Selbuvotter. It's all written in Norwegian. These were knit by a Norwegian designer based on the book by Hansi Andersen, right? Hans Christian Andersen, The Fir Tree. And he's also Scandinavian. So I looked in my book, I'm wondering, for those of you who aren't familiar with this book, there is an area in Norway called Selbu, which is known for all of these beautiful mittens. They're called Selbu mittens or Selbuvotter. Votter, I believe, is mitten in Norwegian. And an individual by the name of Baarsgaard took it upon herself to go through all the vintage mittens in the collection in their museum and basically charted everything out. I'm just going to go through it. But
why did I never get that book?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Look at, they have all the charts for all that's it. It's just amazing. As a mitten knitter, a colorwork knitter, I love it. Well, there's motif sections. And I thought it was just fun. I found the bunny. There's the bunny. And then on the Scottish sampler, there's also the crown. Remember that crown up there? Here is a crown motif for
I need that book.
Oh, this book is incredible, and it's now translated in English, so you don't have to
get
use
it?
What's that?
You can still get that book?
I think so, like go to Schoolhouse Press. Meg Swanson's company.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I just thought that was neat, the connection of it all.
So
No
cool.
wonder I like Scottish samplers. And I know when I started to do these samplers, I did feel like, well, this is so similar. I knit off of a chart for these.
Mhm.
I stitch off a chart. I don't know.
It's amazing.
It's just really fun to think about that and
It's
how these
amazing.
charts have crossed over. I mean, the Scandinavian Vikings were rulers of kind of the periphery of Scotland for 300 years. So of course, the different motifs and whatnot went from place to place. So that was the one fun thing that I was digging deeper about.
Yes, and let's talk about when you went to Norway. Oh my gosh, when our friend Patricia hosted this, why did I not go? I feel like I always go, yeah, no, I'm not gonna, and I miss out on so many good things.
I think you had like a baby being born or
No, it was right before
grandbaby?
yes, it was right before the pandemic because Charlie
Oh
was
yeah.
born.
I got home and my
And
husband had like bought hand sanitizer, toilet paper. What is going on
it
here?
literally was like when you guys got home, and so
We were
many
lucky.
wonderful people went, friends that I'm
Yeah, I
coming
have
out
a
of
video
myself.
about it on my Treehouse Knits channel. It's one of the last videos that I made on that channel.
Yeah.
I've got to get back to that channel. Okay, so that's my finished object, which kind of leads me into one other thing about that. So I stitched the sampler, and I thought I've been seeing on various podcasts who first started it. First started this idea was the Country Stitchers, Liz and Deb. The stitch shop that they go to has a pear sampler. It's in the shape of a pear. Really, really pretty.
Ooh.
Then I saw, oh gosh, what's her name? I know her name. It's just because I'm on the video right now. She's the podcaster who does all of the theatrical designing.
In Canada?
Not Susan Stanley.
No. She used, the costume.
Yeah, the costume. I love her podcast.
I forgot I was even watching those. I've got to get back to them.
I'm putting it down here. You all know it by now, and I'm so sorry I forgot the name. But she was sharing all of her pairs that she wanted to do, which led me to a blog by, it's Samplers and Santa's blog from a long time ago. But what I'm talking about are these pear. You see that?
Have I never seen these?
I just think they're so pretty. And there's also a Bristol pear. So I thought, well, I would love to do a sampler pear. So this is a free chart, and it's going to look like this. And I thought, well, I'll just use my coloring.
That's left.
Yeah, but first I was like, well, the back of the pear, I want to use this really pretty fabric. And I was like, ooh, I'll use some of my leftover 25 count because it'll make it about a 5 to 6 inch pear. And I was like, oh, what color should I use? And then I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then I was like, oh, I should have the pear in a setting underneath the picture.
Look at you go.
The whole mind journey was so fun. I love when this stuff happens. So here I am.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
I wanted to do smaller. I have so many big projects that this pear just seems like I could finish it in a few days.
Yeah,
and I think it would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Wow, I love it.
But check out it's Samplers and Santas from 2012. I just printed out a few other of her pairs.
Oh, so she has a lot of pairs.
Yeah. I might make a bowl full of pears. I don't know.
For Santa. I'm writing that down. Here we go, taking notes on our own podcast.
I know. I'll have it down below, Sue, if you need to refer. Just look at our show notes.
I know. For Santa's. Oh, I'm checking it out. I have so many smalls that I want to do after watching Lori Holt's latest.
I know. I know.
So many.
What was the latest? Oh, yes, the
sayings.
around a thimble.
But you know what I want to do? I want to do the things that Charlie and Lily say.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't that cute? Of course, I don't know. All I know is what they called us and what Charlie continues to call us because it's so sweet. And then I have to ask Chels,
My mother remembers all the little quirky things that my kids do that I forgot because I was just busy
You're in the middle
taking
of
care
it.
of them. So
Mhm.
the more you can save, the better.
I know. We should just go
Chelsea.
back and look at, like she called stocks, stonks. That'll have to be on there. I don't know. I just think, oh, it would be so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
just for them someday and just continue to do it.
Mm-hmm. I loved Lori's. She had a phrase about making do with what you have and reuse kind of.
Yeah.
And it was on a leftover strip, on an
And all she
old
do is
leftover. Yeah.
Right.
Leftover spool. It made sense that it was all about saving and reusing things, and
Yeah.
she reused everything to make it.
They were terrific. That's what I forgot to get yesterday was the buttons.
I wish you lived next door. I have so many from the internet.
Can I tell you, yesterday when I was going out shopping, I was talking to Chelsea and she was like, oh, I wish we were neighbors. I was like, I wish we were neighbors and I wish Rachel lived next door because I'd go shopping with her.
Oh my gosh. We would just share.
I know.
We could build a little she shed in between our houses.
It'd be deadly. I have a friend with a she shed. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh.
We just sat in it with our mouths open. We couldn't even respond. It was so amazing.
Oh, so nice.
I know.
Okay. Should we go into whips?
We should.
Okay.
And I have to cleanse myself of Halloween for a while. So this will probably be the last you see of these two pieces for a while. Maybe, I don't know, like I'm enjoying them a lot, so maybe not. I should have ironed. I can't remember how far along I was with this. I might not have done anything on this.
I don't think you have the witch on there when I saw it last. You just had the swirls.
Well, there
and maybe a little at the bottom.
I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah. I like that. Is it one strand?
One strand.
Yeah.
It's something I dyed. I don't know what. 36 count.
Ooh, yeah.
I should have a whiteboard behind it.
Is that a one that you just dyed for fun or one of that you sent me?
I think it's one that I sent you, I'm pretty sure.
Because it looks like Dunes at Dusk.
Is it
which I forget which one that went on, but I love this one.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Did it go on the the drum?
The drum.
I think this is whatever was going on the drum.
Look at how similar it looks. I mean, mine looks a little more pinky because I'm here. If I hold it back, your brighter room.
I can't even tell you now that I'm dyeing fabric. I feel like the world is my oyster and I keep starting things because that's the hardest thing to get, right? Is fabric. So, and then to not know what you want but it's opened up a whole world for me to have yards and yards of fabric in my dining room.
It's opened up a world for me too. I was shopping in my own shop yesterday. You'll see.
I know. And then you want me to finish with my last Halloween?
Sure, yeah. We'll say goodbye to Halloween.
No, we'll say goodbye to Halloween for a while.
Gosh, I love that one.
I do too. I love it. I will not put these away.
You're gonna have a great wall next year. You'll have these done for next year.
I am.
Lori Holt talked about that. I'm in that same schedule where I have one that I'm finishing for the holiday, whatever I'm stitching, one that I started that I'll save for the next year.
Yes.
You get into that rhythm.
I love that. Yeah, I have so much great for next year. I'm super excited.
Well,
you want to see what I bought yesterday? Just because I have nothing in buying, but Anchor again. I got the big spools.
Oh, I didn't know they had big spools.
Yeah, down below or up above, they have the bigger.
Oh,
So I was in Michael's and I was like, oh, I want to go to Joann's because I wanted to get some black in my red. There it was in Michael's.
Yeah, that's great. And you know, somebody pointed out on our comments from the last video, those spools would be great for punch needle.
Yes.
You could put them on like a little dowel and they just spin around as you're punching. It would come off so loosely, so much looser than off the ball. I know, that was a great suggestion.
Yeah. Great suggestion. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to show you the one that I didn't do as much of this week, and that is my Token of Fall by Liz Matthews. I don't think I had the acorn.
I don't think you did either.
Or the bird. The bird's really filling in. I think that the bird's what takes the longest because it's complete, you know, full stitch. You get into, these are all identical all the way around except for the size. So those are going to go so fast and the letters go so fast. So this is Token of Fall. I'm doing it on 25 count Lugana, vintage Lugana by Lori Holt. And it's her cloud color. And I'm using all classic colorworks and one DMC, which is the bird. And I stuck it on a bird.
I love that.
It's going to look like this, Token of Fall.
So she did an Instagram live story last night saying to sign up for her newsletter for sure because something's happening today.
Oh, really?
I think. I caught the end of it. I think I got the gist. So I signed up for her newsletter.
Oh, that would be Liz Matthews. Hello from Liz Matthews.
Hello from Liz Matthews.
Well, that would be fun.
Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know. I might have understood it completely wrong, but I signed up for her newsletter to see. Yeah, I'll let you know.
You let me know.
I'll let you know.
That would be great. Anything else, whips wise?
Oh, I have lots of whips. Well, I have two more.
Yeah, I have two more as well.
Okay, you go first.
Okay, so I took this along to Madison, my trees.
Oh my gosh, Rachel, look how much you got done.
Yeah, it's a lot of stitching.
Oh my gosh, how many times I was going to text you and say, send me a picture of what you're doing.
Nope.
That is gorgeous.
I wanted to surprise you. It's a lot prettier in person. The colors are.
It's beautiful.
It's and I decided to put all of them. I wanted to try one of these. Now I understand why that Caterpillar Designs person, she sends it on these it does look like a caterpillar.
Very cute.
Is that why she's Caterpillar?
I don't know.
It should be.
It should be.
This is out of this book, Alle, Jahre, Wieder.
Wow.
And I know some of you actually found the book, so that's cool.
Hey.
But it's supposed to look like this in the end.
It's beautiful. How are you going to frame that?
Well, it's very Scandinavian-ish to me, so I think a light wooden frame. And you know what else I've noticed is
Are you going to leave that big of a border?
No, I don't know. Should I? You tell me.
I don't. I would like it closer. Well, it serves a purpose for sure.
It does.
It depends on where you want to put it and how much space you want to take up.
You're right.
Because I think it would look fine with just maybe an inch, which would leave 3/4 showing, would be stunning. But that serves a purpose the way they did it. It really does.
It looks really
it kind of makes you think they're like in there, right?
Yeah, it does sort of, doesn't it? Especially the snowflakes are popping up in front of you.
I love that piece.
I don't know. That's going to be, what do you think color-wise? I mean, I could go for like a painted green frame.
Could go green, white works, but I'm not in love with it.
Me neither. I think it competes with it. That's why I was thinking just a light wood.
I think they did it to pop the snowflakes, to be honest. To really help them pop out.
These are fir trees, so maybe I should do like a pine color board. And you know, you notice my like theme with fir trees?
Yeah, you're treed up there. Has Christmas tree arrived yet?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's down our basement wrapped up.
We've done that route too, and it's beautiful.
All right, you're up.
Right. So I started working on this one because
Oh
I
my gosh,
could
yes.
not wait. And I've been putting them on as I'm doing them. So these are the colors I've used so far. They are so bright. They are so bright and they're so wonderful. Did you see they showed the real piece on their latest?
No, I have to watch it. It's in
They
my
got it
queue.
back.
And there's our colorway for it.
Yes,
I
I
love it on the gray.
love it. I love it. It's a gray that
Gray
is,
blue.
look at that. I love this fabric. It should be getting there today.
I noticed that. I looked it up. I can't wait. I will be cutting it up and getting the kits ready, hopefully in the next couple days.
So I love this like crazy.
Yeah, me too. I think those colors pop on there. I like it a little better than the warm background, but
I do too. I like this background better than the one it's on, to be honest with you. I love it. I love it. So I only worked on this a very short time. It's 40 count, correct? I'm pretty sure you said 40.
Yeah, I think it is 40.
I always put them in the bags with the count on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to tell. Mm-hmm. So it's 40 count. It's so much fun.
I can't wait to get it. And that colorway is going to be called Nor'easter.
Nor'easter.
Yes.
And when I dyed it, and you said that, we were in the middle of a nor'easter.
That's what made me think of it, because I just heard it on the Today Show.
I know. So that is the one. Did not put a lot of time into this because the next one.
I mean, don't you want to just start everything that you're stitching colorways for?
Now that I have the fabric, I've noticed I've gone on a real binge.
Yeah.
So I cannot wait to get, Nottingham.
Yes, I've got half the floss for it. I'm just waiting on the other half of silk.
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
So what else do you have?
Okay, my last thing, you're gonna be shocked.
I have no idea. Let me think.
Well, it's something I have not done in a while. These are my colors.
Oh, I was dying to pull mine out.
I just had to. In our little bag.
I don't even know where mine is. It's over there, I think.
This is the very obscure, no one else is doing it. Winter Rose Manor. Everybody's doing it because it's so beautiful and it's wintry, and I just felt like doing it.
So
I guess I'm a girl who likes to do border first.
Oh, wow.
So I got whoops.
I was going to say, I don't think it's good for you. Oh, I wish
I'm working on the border right now. And when I started this, I was using a hoop. And so I started the lower left-hand corner because I wanted to start the house so badly and see how that color I chose for instead of the conch would work. And in person, it works really well. It's kind of hard to see.
You've ironed all your fabric. You're making me look so bad.
I love to iron, and it makes it look so pretty.
I totally agree. And last night when I was stitching in bed, I was like, I'm going to iron all my projects for tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And I had a 9:30 meeting, so that didn't happen. Darn it.
Okay. It just makes mine look even better.
It does. It does. It's okay. I'm okay with it.
Do you notice how I started up here in the upper left-hand corner, and then I was like, well, shoot, I want to do the house. So then I started at the lower, and I knew I could never connect the two, so I just started a little lower. So
I'm so curious where mine is, because I don't remember. I think I have a lot done on mine.
Yeah, you're farther than I am.
I'm going to get it out.
I'm using Weeks. You know what? Let me pull out my handy dandy project tracker. This one, where is it? It was one of my earlier ones that I started. Winter Rose Manor on 36 count Weeks dye roof, tin roof. And it's almost like a green brown in person. So I hope it's a good color for this. I'm holding the back. Sorry.
I was going to say, I think it's the wrong way again. It's beautiful. Oh, now I'm so curious. So this is a Brenda Gervais, right?
Yes.
Okay. So did you see her new designs from the retreat? That I'm kicking myself because we had the opportunity to go.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
What were we thinking again?
What were we thinking? Stop me next time. Oh, there, it's brighter.
I think we need to go to, I don't know if I can go to the next one. I have a son graduating in the spring, and I think spring's just going to be crazy. But I think it's in April or May.
Maybe we'll go to the next, although you know what's the problem with the mid, whatever that time of year was, is it's Rhinebeck. And not that I went to Rhinebeck this year, but it's a big knitters thing that I tend to
keep
feel
open
like
for.
I should go to.
Yeah.
So I know I have a feeling it would have come and I would have still not been super comfortable yet, but now that I'm boosted, I'm feeling really good.
I have to go get boosted.
I got boosted and it's fine.
Yeah, good.
Feels so good.
Well, the whole Brenda Gervais talk on the showing cloths,
everything
showing
about
towels, everything about it. Those stores to go visit.
And her new designs are fabulous. So the reason I went to that and thought I want to get back to that is because I've been doing a lot of samplers and I'm dying to work on a picture. So yes. I also want to do her mice. I've got to look at the patterns I have. I'm getting in this habit of buying patterns and forgetting I bought them.
Yeah, you need to get a shelf that you can see them all. That's what I need to do too.
My phone keeps blowing up. I have friends that are talking.
Oh, you get on one of those groups.
I know, and I can't shut it down on my computer. Maybe I can. Hold on. It's kind of annoying. Okay, it's on. I don't know if like Laura. Here.
Hold, please.
Hold, please. Yeah, so I'm kind of dying to work on like either her mice. I love her mice series, and I'm petrified and hate them, but they're so darn cute.
Did you see the new pillows, the snow ones with the pictures I was mentioning to you? That's just so cute.
So cute.
So cute.
And the one she did for the retreat, that's why I'm really kicking myself, because it is drop dead perfect.
Yeah, I know. We'll
go.
We're talking about the farm girl dry goods retreat. Michelle.
I know, and we had the chance, and you had plans, or you had your big trip coming.
Yeah.
I was still kind of like, oh, I'm just not sure. I definitely want to go with you. I can't go without you. It's like when I travel without Chelsea, it's like, you're my right arm. Like,
well, and technically I have not met any of these people coming from the knitter world. I don't know anybody.
Same.
But I feel like I know everybody. So I don't know.
I know, but okay, this is the problem I'm going to have. I'd like you to whip us up some stitching mats so that we fit
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Or tell me where to go to make one or how.
I mean, isn't it a big placemat?
Yeah, but I have so limited skills.
No, you've got your featherweight.
I know, but I need a pattern or something.
Maybe I should just take one of the quilts that I started, and it's about the size of one of those, and make it into a mat. Yeah,
because we'll need a mat. It feels like there's a setup that we're not super aware of, and I'm so bad. I'd show up with my backpack.
Oh, and we'd have our stuff seeping into our neighbor's area. We're gonna break all the rules. Like these
I'm a little overwhelmed by it, but we have to do it. We've got to commit soon.
Yeah, I definitely want to do that one.
We can do it.
That would be fun. And Amana just seems dreamy to me. What a great girls trip.
My aunt used to go there every summer.
Oh, really?
She lives in Nebraska, and that was their big trip every year. And I was like, I didn't really know what she was talking about.
Yeah.
And of course, we have the Pennsylvania Dutch country closer to us. So that's what I'm more aware of. But.
And Laura and Brenda, Laura was talking about going to Shipshewana. Did you watch their last episode? That was growing up. I had a friend that her mom and mom's sisters would always go down to Shipshewana. It sounded like always a big flea market to me. And at the time I was not interested, but I didn't realize there's like the world's greatest quilting store there. There's needlework stuff.
I know nothing.
I need to go to Shipshewana because it's literally an hour and a half south of me. I know. So
I'm jealous.
I gotta get on that. Well, when you come visit, we can go down there first, then we'll go up to Mackinac Island to that retreat in May.
Yes.
Oh, well, we're sorry, everyone.
I know. I wish I wasn't such an introvert because it sounds so fun and then I get overwhelmed.
Oh, but I get overwhelmed if I'm just going to go overnight somewhere. And then once I'm packed and on the road, I'm excited. It's just the beforehand, I get anxious about forgetting things. And now I realize that about me. So I just laugh at myself. Yes, tell everyone I'm anxious. I don't want to go. That helps just to get it out.
Yes. Yes,
Drives
that's
my husband
me.
nuts, but
That's the kind of traveler I am.
yeah.
All right. So
Okay.
want to see what else I'm working? Are you done?
Yes, I am done. Oh gosh, I
This
can't wait.
I am obsessed with. It's like it's reminding me of the witches. It's reminding me of the modern folk Christmas where I just can't stop. Like this is
Good.
so old school to me. It just speaks of warmth and my grandmother's house. Yeah. I can't decide what I want to put in here.
What does she have in there?
She has D. Freitag for 1849. I may put my grandmother's name in here.
Yeah.
I may. And when she was born, I gotta find all this information out. I know nothing about my family members because I'm terrible with dates. I took my mom for a flu shot. Every time they say birthday, I have to go ask her because I do all the paperwork.
Yeah.
I think I finally remember. I know the date of her birthday, but not the year she was born. Anyways, I am getting so I can start this.
Wow, you're already down that far?
Well, you know me. I work my way down.
That's right. The trail.
The
Sioux Trail.
I have been stitching a lot. I should have ironed this. Of course, it's on a fat half because I am a fabric dyer now. So
I'm stitching it on a yard of linen.
Look at this fabric.
Oh, I love.
This one doesn't have a name yet.
Oh gosh, look how the colors look on it.
Oh my God.
Is it showing up the color that it is? Like it's a light brown.
Because there is some of the shadow effect. Now these show up better in real life.
Yeah, but I love the shadow effect.
So do I, but I was super concerned about what's the colorway because it's clothes. But then I looked at the picture and that's how it's depicted.
Yeah.
And I love it. Tea and biscuits. I am obsessed.
You know what's funny, Sue? You're doing in the Mary Morgan sampler, you're using colors that were found on the back side. And this one, you're using the colors that were on the front side, the ones that have faded, you know?
Yeah. I just think
it's beautiful. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that one so much.
I am loving the stitch so much. So this is 36 count, one strand. I am off one thread, which very rarely happens to me in here. Top. No one's ever going to know.
And those are all,
I love it. I'm obsessed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting the fabric for that today as well. I've got everything. If you get a kit from me, you'll get it on the ring just like that. I was like, why do I don't bother changing out Classic Colorworks. Look, this is what it looks like when it comes.
This is what it looks like when Sue is stitching. And then I try to comb it. The reason it gets like this is because I pull the one thread out and it bunches everything up.
And it's okay.
It's okay.
Because it's such a convenient way to use your floss, for sure.
I am dying. I'm literally dying over this. Look at this. Is a ton of stitching.
You got a lot done.
I did. And I got all the way across on the, so this, I believe you're doing with fat quarters.
Yeah.
I love it.
On 36 count, the sampler size is 10.5 by 12.5. So that's not too small. I mean, that's a nice size.
I think that sounds really small, but it's not.
And then if you just want to do the wreath too.
I kind of want to do the pillow for Chelsea.
Oh, that would be so sweet.
I know.
That would make a cute, why am I thinking it'd make a cute tooth fairy pillow?
Oh, I have a tooth fairy pillow that I designed with a
Do you
character.
really?
I'll bring it next time. I designed a character called Rutherford, which was supposed to be in children's books and just never happened, but there's a tooth fairy pillow upstairs with him on it.
Oh,
for the
stitched?
girls. All
Oh
stitched.
my gosh.
It's beautiful. It was for my kids. No, they were too old when I designed that. No, they might not have been. Ben might have used it.
Yeah.
It's
I
so
want to see
sweet.
it next time.
So anyways, say goodbye. I'd
Yep.
like to think next time I will have a lot done on this.
Mm.
It's my go-to right now.
That's going to look so pretty in my dining room.
I feel like for me, it's my bedroom.
Mm-hmm. It could be
Or
one of those, you know.
my sampler wall with all the women in my family. Thank you, Lori.
The only thing is this is a reproduction. So if you put your grandmother's name
I'm
on
gonna-
there, will you promise me on the back?
On the back, I will put all the right information. Yes, because I do think that's very important.
Yes.
I do. But my grandmother's name was Frances. So, like, doesn't it scream Frances Phillip?
Perfect. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Yes, but I agree with you. I do think, because at first when I thought, oh, I want to do that with samplers, but I feel like, well, I don't know if I'm comfortable. But then I think it was Lori who said then she puts the correct information on the back.
As long as in 200 years, they don't think that it's a sampler that I made.
Right.
With my name on it or my grandma made.
So this will be my grandmother. She's going to be the first one. Next, I'll do my mother. Then I'll do me. Then I'll do Chelsea. Then I'll do Lily. I have a lot of samplers to do.
I'm going to copy Lori's idea for my A Savior's Praise. I'm going to do all the ladies on my mom's side, the initials, because that's what she's doing, her aunts or great aunts, I think.
All right, I'll copy that.
Really, and oh, so nice.
I want to pull that out too. Oh my gosh.
Have you thought more about Black Sampler November?
Okay, I'll tell you what my thoughts are. I want to do the one you're doing and Laura's doing, but I'm too lazy to order it. I want to be able to PDF it.
This is one of Anne Grimshaw, 1818. This is the one. I found this in Lynn's of Madison, and I right away grabbed it because I have wanted this for so long.
I'm going to write it down. Maybe my local shop has it.
Yeah.
I want to go out there because I want to show them my fabrics to see if they're interested.
You should.
Yeah, I've got, okay, it's Anne Grimshaw, sorry.
Anne Grimshaw, 1818.
Anne Grimshaw.
Yeah.
Is it Scarlet Letter though?
It's the Scarlet Letter.
Anne Grimshaw. I'm going to call them.
Yeah. So it's this is an old version with a photograph and everything.
Okay, so on Instagram this morning, somebody talked about this already, that, is it Paulette from Plum Street Samplers? Mother stitched it.
Yes.
And so Plum Street Sampler posted, it's beautiful.
Yes, it's beautiful. And I think this is the one too that Kitten Stitcher used for like note cards or a cover of a notebook, I think. And I always gravitated to that notebook cover. And then I found out it was actually a real sampler and Grimshaw. And so this is one of the first ones I ever saw that I loved.
Okay, hold it up close.
Oh, terrible glare.
And black is perfect for it.
Yeah, and you know what? I think I'm going to use.
I was going to say, what are you going to use? Are you
I
doing 40?
I think I'm going to use your 36 count Dunes at Dusk.
Oh.
And I've got some silks. I've got, this is a black, have you ever heard of Planet Earth fiber? I went to our needlepoint shop and this is a stranded silk. So I could do that, or I have more of a dull charcoaly color, but I kind of think this one feels formal. So I might go more silk because I think it was originally done in silk. Yeah.
See, I am such a cotton thread girl.
Well, maybe I am too. I haven't used silk since my Jacob Modern Folk Embroidery one that's not finished yet. And that's Gloriana.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd try this.
Yeah, my problem with silks in the winter is my hands are so dry that it gets really difficult to work with.
Yeah, I have to see if that happens to me. You're in the water all the time with your dyeing, so.
Yeah, but I use rubber gloves. You froze.
Yeah.
You're back.
You froze too.
Oh.
One of those days. Am I back?
You're back. You're back.
Okay. You're a little half a second. Oh, there. Now we're better.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So, all right. So I keep looking like I want to do a black sampler and I just keep looking at them. But honestly, if I'm going to do it, I want to do that one.
And I'm so overwhelmed by the size of it. So then I started looking at some ones that I had like printed off that were freebies. Blackbird has this cute little one.
Cute, but not in
on their
love.
Website. And then Beth Twist, Heartstring Samplery, came out with this one on Instagram. It's free.
Oh, cute again, but.
Oh, I know. And I did get Harriet Goby a while ago. So I might do Harriet Goby.
I want to do the other one.
I know. And then I was like, oh, I'm in love with Whilst Iris Naps spools.
Oh,
someone did a Halloween version of this pattern and did it in all black and put some bats. It was so cool. It was on Instagram.
I love those spools.
Me too. I need some spools.
I need everything. I need a dough bowl. I need everything.
And then the Whilst Iris Naps, the month of October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, she put out this sampler and you just had to donate to the Cancer Society in Great Britain. And I did that and got this it's a very pretty sampler. Pray without ceasing is the phrase on it. And really great backstory. I mean, sad backstory of this young lady who did it. But so I could do that in black. So there are all my ideas.
I'm going to call my shop.
I think I'm going to end up doing something small, just a small black thing to feel like I'm part of it, because I have Christmas stuff I want to work on and winter.
The thing is, everything I'm starting, I love and I want to stitch on. Mm-hmm. So I don't feel like I'm just starting to start. I'm feeling like I'm really committed to the things I'm starting. Yep. Does that make it better?
Well, things will get done faster.
Okay, thank you for thinking that of
and
me.
You got to remember the next big thing is right around the corner that I'm going to love. So
same.
If I don't do this, there'll be something great.
Yeah, I mean, Nashville's right around the corner, and I think they're doing it in person.
Yeah. I'll have to go one of these years.
It's fun. I did it for years.
Yeah, you went to
it was the hardest show to vend at. Mm-hmm. You had to be super creative with your booth, and that's not my strength. Mm-hmm. And you had to get into an elevator to get all your stuff up to your room, and there weren't a lot of elevators.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun.
This is
you I'm get the looking actual at book.
Oh yes, they had these at Linds of Madison. I love this size because you could open it up and just have a little section to work on. You're not balancing 8.5 by 11 sheets. And
I love that it's spiral.
Oh, me too. This is a great way to have a pattern. But this one caught my eye because of the trees. It sort of looked Christmassy to me. I wish it would.
Is that only in red?
It's all red. Yes. It's all red.
That one I really like. I could do black. Why don't you do that one black? Too Christmassy.
Yeah, I thought dark green would be cool too. Why is it here? Is it now that my face isn't in the picture? Is it zooming in?
Yes. Oh, I want that one.
Okay. I think it felt Christmassy to me, so I think I'm gonna do I got Schoolhouse Red, Gloriana. So I might do it, but I got this one and I got another one. So I have two of them. And I was like, well, which one do I want to think about kitting up and starting? And the idea of it being the holidays attracted me. And then I read the story about the girl. She was 8 years old and she came from a wealthier family that owned a farm, but she grew up in and lived in a town known for its weaving. I know. So the weaving connection and
of course.
Yeah, it was, she lost her dad, like the week or two after she was baptized. She lost her mom at age 10, but she lived with family members on another, a manor and like a big.
How do they find these stories? How did they discover that about
I
themselves?
think the churches have kept really good records, you know, in each
Oh.
county seat, or, you
Mhm.
know, the bishop's information, but they have her, I mean, they really have a nice write-up on everything about her, but I was so attracted to the idea that she lived in a town with tons and tons of mills, and there was even a house in the village called the Queen Adelaide, which was a wife of one of the King Williams, I believe, that she's the one that popularized the weaving of bombazine. So of course I had to look up what bombazine is, and it's
Such a
basically
researcher.
a silk and cotton fabric that became very popular in mourning clothes. So if you think of like Victoria and her black, that was bombazine, I guess. And the warp fibers are silk, and the weft were wool or cotton, I guess. So it was a
Wow.
really dull yet expensive fabric, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But and then she says that when she died in her 60s, and she left behind a lot of money because she was left a trust when her parents died, but also her needlework, all of her needlework was left.
wow.
So I thought, oh, I gotta do her.
Yes, I could see that on Popover.
Oh my gosh, you read my mind, because I was just about to say it's gonna go on Popover.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be so pretty.
So pretty.
Let me put the red. The
Look at your
schoolhouse red.
presentation of those.
Won't that be gorgeous? Oh. So that's my hope and dream one.
Love it.
The other one I need a consult on, as
Okay.
I'm really channeling my inner Laura today. Laura, I must be like thinking of you a lot or something. But I need a consult, because this is the other one I want to start.
Oh, which one?
It's called Winter Silhouette. It's the top one. I want the long one.
Okay, so
which,
are you stitching it in blue or are you stitching it in white?
well, do you remember when I bought that lakeside linen, and it was called Winter Sky? So I thought it was going to be gray, because I'm from West Michigan and our sky is gray all the time. Well, where Lakeside lives, Winter Sky is prettier. So, and you were like, oh, you'll find a use for that. So I think I want to use this.
Yep,
It's a little
with white.
lighter than, and so it's 32 count though.
Okay,
And you used the floche, and I know you weren't. Can you tell me what you're not too fit, what you don't like about it?
No. It was, I felt like, I think it was too thick. I think that was it. I felt like it was a little too thick, and I used 32 count for that, which I've got to finish that. It's killing me that I haven't finished that yet. Okay, so some thoughts. Isn't Anchor White supposed to be really good? Like,
I don't know.
good.
I know I'm not
DMC,
using
no.
DMC white.
No,
That will
no
drive
to
me nuts.
DMC. I would get a spool of Anchor White and see what one strand looks like on that. I would consider silk.
Silk? Did you say?
Isn't silk heavier?
Is it? I don't know. I was going to go and check out the white silk. Because I thought, well, they have floche at my store too, and I could get white floche.
I didn't hate it. At the beginning, I loved it. And then I don't remember whether it just didn't, like, it doesn't get slubby, of course. But you know how silk can get that frayed?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't remember. I just remember thinking, I have some right here.
Well, hand it over.
Okay, here.
I want to try it.
It's probably the right thickness. Now that I'm thinking of the thickness is good.
Maybe it just didn't glide through the hole nicely. You know.
No, it was more about, it felt fuzzy isn't the right word, because that's going to send people's brains in a different direction, but it didn't stay as crisp as I wanted it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I have a feeling Amazon is here, so Winnie's going to go crazy.
So my other option.
Yes, so tell me.
I have some wakes in White Lightning, which is a gray, a very cool gray and white tonal. Now, I didn't want to white with yellow because I don't want any yellow in my snow. No. But do you think I could go with a little tonal gray, or would that would be dull? You want crisp.
I want white.
I think it might be the silk I want to go get.
But it's going to take a lot. What does it say?
Well, just looking for the.
And it depends. If your 32 is hand dyed, it's shrunk. So look at
It is shrunk.
Okay, so that's going to make a big difference. You might be able to use one strand.
So this is 282 across by only 42 up.
Oh, I love that.
I know. And in the store, they did it on like a 46 count, and it was like this big. It was so cool. Maybe it was even 50.
Wow.
That's what sold me on it, but I don't want to do that quite yet.
No. You know what? I have a feeling you are going to be able to get away with one strand. You can try that.
I have a feeling too, because it's pretty tight. I think this is going to feel like a 36 because just looking at it, it's not loose looking. It's pretty dense.
Oh my gosh, when are you going to start that?
I think as soon as I get the floss, I will start that, because I have wanted to do this for so long. But the DMC, I hate what my stitches look like in DMC white.
I also, though, if you don't come upon a silk that you like, which that's not going to happen, but anchor white.
Yeah, I'm going to get a spool of that. Try it out. I'm just going to try a few different types on there. Do a swatch.
Do a swatch. I love it. I really love it. It's so you.
Oh, so anywho, anything else?
I feel like no. I just feel like I've been all about stitching lately, and I'm enjoying. Maybe it's like the longer nights, the winter. It's funny because a lot of people stitch in the summer as opposed to the winter. I have friends that knit in the winter, and which I can't imagine like doing that.
Yeah.
But I am curled up at night stitching.
Yeah, I am too. I got my light, which is not the best. I need a different lighting situation. I miss the daylight.
Yeah, you have a good spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need good lighting. I desperately need good lighting. Yeah. I don't even like looking at people in poor lighting that are reading. It bothers me. It's like, could you turn the light on? It's so funny because Dave's mom used to do that. She used to always say, Sue, throw that light on. I'd be like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And now I get it. Like
I get it.
I get it. Like Dave was doing something and it wasn't very right. And I'm like, don't you need a light?
Yeah, I'm always turning the light on too for Brian. He'll be at the counter like making dinner or like chopping up something. And I'm like, let me give you some light.
Yeah. So
people used to do that to me all the time.
Yeah.
Especially if I were reading in the corner or something. My mom would be, you need a light on.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It's the shift in me where all of a sudden it bothers me. So.
Oh, that reminds me. I said, Mom, if you're watching this, today is November 3rd.
Oh, November 3rd, Mom.
Yeah. Every time she watches me, she watches one like a month ago and she thinks it's like yesterday. So then she'll like call me and be like, I saw yesterday you were doing it. No,
last year, but that's okay. We don't tell the date.
We don't tell the date in the beginning, but
I know a lot of people do. Yeah.
They do. And now that would be helpful. It
would be helpful.
Yeah.
It
so
would.
It's November 3rd, 2020.
Yeah. So yesterday I went to Staples to get my die book.
Oh, nice. Well, that looks so official.
This is the most precious, like.
Oh yeah. The sweater
all
cup.
Brand new pencils.
Oh.
Mechanical pencils.
My favorite.
I am a mechanical pencil. I do everything in pencil.
Yeah.
So this makes me so happy. And my die book, so I actually know how I'm dyeing.
George always steals my mechanical pencils.
Oh yeah, no, these are.
And I'm like, it's not up here right now.
Oh, I was to that point because I haven't bought one like this in a while, and I was like finding old ones. It's like, no, I need all new ones. Staples for me is very similar to a stitch shop.
Yeah, it is fun, isn't it?
I love Staples.
Have you gone to jetpens.com?
I think that's where I got my fountain pen that I love so much.
Probably. I just placed an order on JetPens yesterday because I needed my new calendar and that can't travel alone.
I have to order all my new calendars for next year. I am not sure that I'm going to go this route again because I love it so much, but I feel so guilty because I started out so strong and was like documenting, doing great pages.
Oh, look at, yeah. And then I know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've never seen that one.
I love it. Look at Lily's birthday.
I mean, how cute is that?
I know. I know.
Maybe cover up the dates going forward on it. You can still use that, but like.
I could use it for the play area. Yeah. My word for the year was play.
Yeah.
Have you picked your word for this year?
For like the coming year?
Yeah. Well, it's soon.
When was yours practice? Was that the year before?
Practice was the year before. That is a word I live by.
I remember everybody's words but my own.
Yeah.
I just.
Practice, play. What was my first year? Next year's is a hard one. I'm going to try to do it.
You have one?
Brave.
That was actually.
Was that yours?
That was my word for 2020, was just to be more brave. And that helped me say yes to Norway. Because
Yeah, I've got some big things coming up that are going to require that. So
yeah, actually that was 2020, was brave. Yeah. And I didn't know we were going to have a pandemic. I didn't know I was going to get invited, to Norway. And it was like, yeah, I'm going to be brave and just take risks.
That's a good one. I'm going to try to stick with it. I'm pondering it at this time until something better comes along. Let's just end this with thank you to everyone that joined the Fabric Club. We
are going to have a fun club, let me tell you.
I am blown away. It's still open. We will determine when it closes, but
we have so many people that have joined. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We still have availability in all sizes and all weights. So, well, the weights that we're doing, which is 36 and 40, fat quarter or fat half.
Yes, we did have a good number of people asking for Ada. And so I don't think it'll be with the first one, but possibly we can add it. I've got to get some and get a feel for how to dye it, because for me, I think it's going to have a very different feel, and I want to make sure I'm good at it. I don't want to do it if I'm not happy with it.
Yeah.
So I am going to practice with that. And then did people ask for even? I can't remember. Am I making?
Yeah, we have had a few people want lower counts.
Lower counts.
Maybe a 28 would be fun.
Yes. So we aren't saying no to any of that. We just need to get our feet wet with the first club and get that all dyed. I'm going to be starting it very soon because there's a lot.
Yeah, it's a big grouping for our January 15th-ish mail out day. Yeah. And thank you, everyone. It seemed like it went flawless on my end with signing up and getting into the right club. If you have any questions, just email me at the email address in the down below, and we'll get you squared away. You can sign on anytime before around January 1st. Right? That's kind of the cutoff for the January 15th send off.
It'll probably be before that because it will be in your hands on January 1st.
Okay, so we'll say mid-December.
I think mid-December will probably be a cutoff unless it gets to a number that is just, I want to keep it at a manageable place till I really dive in. But that's not to say we won't open it up. And
I mean, it's always open. It just depends what time of the quarter you sign on, when you'll get your first shipment. And you can always cancel online as well. Or if you want to change what you're getting, contact me and I can make the change for you. It's a lot easier on my end. Otherwise, you'll have to log on as yourself, cancel your existing, and then start up a new. That's just the way the system works. So
yeah, and in my brain, I have the first two.
In what? Your what?
In my brain, I have the first two colors.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, so exciting.
So exciting.
Thank you.
So exciting. Thank you.
And I do have some cuts of Some of the current colors that are in my kits, I have just as fabric in fat quarter and a fat half size. So look for that. I'm getting more fabric from Sue tomorrow, which I will be putting in my kits, and I'm excited about that. Yeah.
So
Yay.
exciting.
Yeah, I know. Very exciting. So I have my in-laws coming tomorrow. They're driving in from Green Bay, Wisconsin through the UP, where they got 9 inches of snow yesterday. So I hope they're not
realizing your in-laws lived further away.
Yeah, my in-laws are in Green Bay. So they're, as the crow flies, if you could go over Lake Michigan, it would be fast, but they have to go around the top or the bottom of the big lake. So
no ferries available?
Not during the winter.
Oh.
And during the summer, the ferries are so expensive. It's like $300 a car, you know, where you could do a $60 tank of gas and get here for 2 people. So,
wow.
And it's a pretty drive through the UP. They'll see some, well, now they'll see snow, I guess. Ooh.
I would not mind being in a car for hours right now with knitting or whatever. I wish I used to be able to stitch in the car, not anymore.
It's too bumpy for me and my eyes hurt. I'm a knitter in the car.
Same.
I tried stitching once.
I used to do it, I think, all the time.
Wow. You must have had a nice, smooth vehicle.
No, I'm sure we didn't. That little tiny Honda Civic that would backfire every 2 seconds and create a lot of smoke. No.
I just read an article in our paper that said the idea that you have to warm up your car in the winter before you drive it is a myth now. If you have a car that was made after the 1990s, we don't have a carburetor that needs to get warm to pump fuel.
To be warmed up for me.
Well, yeah, I know. There you go. You're right. Don't tell my husband that.
No. Oh, Dave used to be so good at going out and warming up my car. Where was I going?
Oh, that's so
nice. Worked from home forever. But yeah, in the day, he would warm up my car for me.
That's so nice.
Yeah, he tries really hard.
So, question for everyone before we say goodbye. Down below, let us know what you're thinking your word of next year might be. If you were taking that, I don't know, is that just a knitter thing? Do the stitchers do a word of the year?
I think it's Alle Edwards I could be making this up, but
that sounds right.
Sandy was the one that introduced it to me. Sandy by the Lakeside, one of our bestest friends. Mm-hmm. She introduced it to me, and I'm telling you, the best word ever is practice. Yeah. It's the best word because everything you do, you practice. So you get rid of perfection.
Yes.
Because you're practicing. I hate the word perfection. I have real issues with perfection. Mm-hmm. I don't believe in it. If it's what you love and it's how your brain works, I think it's amazing. But that's not true for many, many, many people.
Yeah, especially creative people.
Yes. And as a creative, you have to practice because in those mistakes is where you get your best.
Yeah.
Best. So.
And having that your word for the year takes you lets you off the hook for being.
Everything. Even if it's a difficult relationship with someone, you practice that being better at.
Yeah, you're not going to be perfect.
No, it's the best word ever. It's like, oh, I didn't have a great day, but I'm practicing.
Mm-hmm. Mars, hey, Brownberry, a few years ago, her word was reframe. And that has been another one that I think of reframe every time someone makes lemonade out of lemons.
Yes, and I have such a good friend that when I tell her something, she goes, can we reframe that? And I'm like, yes, we can. Thank you.
Exactly.
It's a terrific word.
Yeah. So we're throwing out ideas for you all.
Yeah. Yeah, and pick one. There's something really cool about picking a word for the year. Mm-hmm. I've gotten so my kids do it. I've got to start asking them if they've been thinking about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We were going to maybe do a giveaway.
A fabric.
Can we do that?
Yes, we can. Shoot, I should have put some more in your thing. Well, I can send it out.
I can send it out too. We'll talk, but
I'll send it out.
Let us know some ideas that you have for your words of the year for next year, and we'll choose one of you to win some fabric.
I would say
linens.
Yes, I will say it will be a fat half, and you can choose whether it's 36 or 40.
Whoa.
And if
That's
you
a
go to
lot.
Rachel's shop and you see one you like, you can tell me and I will dye that one.
Yeah. I've
Okay,
tried to
so
do my
help me
best on the
remember
color.
that that's everything I said, okay? Write it down. Put it in your book. Yes,
Way.
that will be so exciting.
Okay,
And if you
cool.
don't have a favorite, I will just do one. And yeah, I love it. Thank you for remembering that.
Yeah, I just thought of that. So let's make it into a little giveaway.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, so much for joining us this week. We will be back in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, you can see us on Instagram, right? Knit24.
Yes.
And Knit24 Periscope twice a week around 8 in the morning Eastern time. Sue
We
goes
keep getting
on.
new people. And
We're getting new.
Legacy Fiber Arts has a Instagram feed.
Oh, yeah.
I always forget about that one.
Yeah.
Which that one we tend to do very, like I would throw fabric in there probably as I'm dyeing it, pictures,
yeah.
stuff like that. So yeah.
Yep. Yep. All right. So hopefully, oh, and Twitch, or not Twitch.
Discord.
We need to talk about Discord. We forgot to talk about it the last. This is the strangest episode today. Sorry.
Good. Okay. You are so good to set up the Discord thread.
I set it up. I'll put another link in YouTube. So, because every week it cancels and you got to put a new one in.
Oh.
I think we have over 30 people in there chatting
I gotta
away.
start going in. Now that I'm done with all my crazy work, I feel like I have room to like do those things.
Yeah, so we can talk about things we talked about on this episode, like word of the year. That'd be fun to throw some things around. So join us on Discord if it's something you've heard of or you've never heard of and you want to try. All you do is click on the link, you make a free account, and you're in. And it's super easy.
Or also, I would love to see people that have started stitching the kits they bought from you.
Oh,
that would be really fun. It's a great place to share.
Yeah.
It's a great place to share. So
yeah. So right now it's more like introductions and what we're working on right now. And there's some knitting in there as well. So it's awesome. Whatever craft you do.
Yeah.
It's just a community of like-minded individuals around craft. Okay, this is it, right?
Done.
All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.